So I think I'm recording. So I'm sick, and I just got on. So I'm not warmed up. I need to warm up. So a bunch of people are asking, what do I do to warm up? So I go into practice range and I miss a bunch of shots. That's usually what I do first. So first thing I'll do is warm up my close range to mid-range flicks. So I'll come over here and I hard scope and I just try to flick my mouse across as hard as I can while still connecting this shot, just to simulate like a tracer or a Genji at close range and me having to flick hard to get them. So usually this phase I miss like every fucking shot, but I try to be as consistent as I can. So I do this for like a good 10 minutes or so, so I'm probably not going to show the whole video, but I do this until I don't miss my shots. And then, yeah, sick. It's so bad. Really? Really? Alright, moving on. So after all that, I'll start to practice more of my longer range shots. So I just kind of stand back here and see how many I can hit without missing. That's usually pretty easy to warm up for me. So I do the close range, I do some mid range, and then the next thing is like my long range. And then after that's the grapples. So for the long range, what I'll do, come up here, jump on this little platform, and without using my left hand on the keyboard, I'll stand here and I'll hit as many headshots as I can within like a 7-minute window, which you'd think would be easy, but the combination of you moving as well as them moving, you can't actually hit that bot. I've tried a million times. The combination of the pad moving you and them moving makes it extremely difficult to like, land these shots. I don't know what it is. You'll see what I mean if you guys ever try to do it. Like, it's just a lot more difficult than you'd think. I don't know why. So I just do this for a good chunk of time until I don't miss a lot of shots. Like, those shots are really easy and I'm missing them. So that's what I'll do then. So you got your close range where I do a bunch of flicks over here, and then you got like your mid range where I just watch them come out, and then you got your long range where you go around this pad. And I try to do like 10 to 15 of each of those three, and then that's when I start doing like my flicks where I try to get that bot right there, because that one's a little bit more of a pain in the ass. Usually I'd want to go into a custom and turn off the freaking cooldown on my grapple, but I kind of didn't think about it. One big thing when you're warming up on the bots is to not get used to where they move and try to just forget, I guess, really, because if you always know this bot's right here and you're like, oh, I'm gonna peek the corner and jump, and then you line it up, you know, then it's not really helping you any. A lot of people ask about my scope and how I'm scoping and jumping. So right here, you'll notice I scope in and I jump, and it breaks the scope. And if I hold down the scope button, you'll notice I can't rescope until I land. So, like, oh, scope. So what I'll do is I double tap spacebar, and you'll notice there's a couple of times where I'm moving and I'm in mid-air scoping in, as opposed to jumping and then scoping. I hold the scope and then I jump, and right there, that was a double hop, double hop, double hop, and it gives me an extra peek out. So like if you were just to stand here and jump and scope, it gets like right there. But if you were to be like right here and you get like that double hop, which I just screwed up again, that sucks, but you get like a lot further. So I don't know, that's one of those things that it makes me look a lot more mobile than I really am, and a lot of people think that all my widows are pre-nerf, but that's pretty much that. Other things people have asked me is what do I do with my mine. So if I'm not using the Venom mine to look for like a flank on a doorway, just to, you know, it's like if I'm over here watching this shit and I hear that trap trigger, I immediately know to turn around and pop this thing. So that's another thing I'll do. I do this to try to, like, if you see me like spinning, it's to get used to my mouse pad. So I have a really, really big mouse pad, so I'm trying to get used to that full range of motion. So I'm gonna leave it right there for a second so you can see the correspondence to my shots to my flicks. So flick one. So the close range. I missed that shot. It sucks. Like I said, I haven't warmed up yet. These are all first shots of the day. But I spin in circles to try to get my arm used to moving around and my wrist. So I don't want it to get used to just staying still. So that's pretty much that. And I just keep doing this for a while. Really? There we go. So flicks, I try to do as many. You see, like 360 is really hard on my mouse. Like my mouse pad, there's not a lot of room. And by room I mean sensitivity is just too low. Oh, I missed. Oh no, I'm missing. Oh, the bot got him. I suck. So that's pretty much all I do. I do the close range, the mid range, the long range, and then I try to get my hooks down as much as I can. Mash my E key right there. So I'll show like another hook shot. And yeah, so that's about it, and I just do that until I don't miss. So, I hope that was helpful. I hope that gave some insight into what I do. I apologize for my voice being choppy, I'm sick as shit. But I have a scrim in 1 hour, and yeah. So, I hope you guys found this useful. Best of luck.